What's up, people? It's X, and today I thought I'd do a different kind of video. This one's gonna be a debunk video. Basically, okay, I'm gonna this is gonna be a part one, by the way, where I'm gonna basically be talking about how some folks unfortunately be bashing on Gabriel Agreste from AKA the Miraculous Ladybug show. However, this video is just gonna be me going through a list of things that I feel because I guess I'll make this a habit in the future of me basically making more vids that basically cover misconceptions of certain characters and certain stuff, like the one I'm about to do right now. So, with that in mind, um, we're gonna get right to it. First, I'm gonna show parts of a video of how things are gonna be once I start getting to it with that guy. Not like that. I'll pause. Like, for example, in this segment, I'm going to be showing all the situations where, like I mentioned before, because I noticed that there's certain people that just attack Gabriel and make him seem like he's just a typical, run the mill bad guy. But the truth is, Gabriel was never truly a villain. He was an anti villain. He would, there's that old saying where one would do anything for their family. And Gabriel is basically the perfect example of someone who does just that. That's why he went through all the shit he went through to get his wife back. Emily, I think that's her name. Yeah, that was her name. And basically, his goal was to, use the Miraculous. But the only way he was basically doing that is, long story short, luring in, causing a bit of trouble. So that way, Ladybug and Cat Noir show up, and then, they get a chance to take the Miraculouses. But again, it's to save his wife. Now, this is just going to be showing a few parts where you see that Gabriel does actually care about Adrian, but it's just that unfortunately, he's basically kind of dark and brooding because his wife's in a coma, and he's not exactly in the best mood, and it's more that he just because I guess I can get to the other part later where, like, in the movie, since that's not really canon, but I'm going to count it. I'm just going to use it as an example of, like, this is how things would be like if obviously this is canon, but um, basically, like I said, he's done questionable, morally questionable things, but at the end of the day, it's for a good goal. Now, let me just play this clip of basically all the shit that Gabriel does like the moments that you see he does actually care about his son.
Of course. Come on in. Oh, please, Father. It's Christmas. Of course. Come on in. Brother!
Miraculous Ladybug is a series full of fascinating and complex villains. The main antagonist, Gabriel Agreste, is no different. This moment is significant because it allows them to miss Emily and make a good memory.
It's important for you and I to be able to trust each other. If you were to begin hiding the truth from me, then I'd naturally start imagining.
Number 3, he starts spending.
So as you can see, like, Gabriel does care about Adrian. It's just that, unfortunately, he's willing to do whatever it takes to, like I said, achieve his goal of bringing back Emily. It's just that, unfortunately, in Gabriel's case, it's like I say, he's literally the perfect example of someone who's willing to literally do anything to bring back the person that he loves back. Because what people get wrong about Gabriel is that he's not really a full-fledged villain or straight-up villain. He's more like an anti-villain in that he's like he has questionable methods. Like, his methods are extreme, but it's all to bring his wife back. Because otherwise, if he would have brought his wife back, you know, then then he wouldn't be Hawkmoth anymore. And then he would just be happy with his family. And then he'll probably be a lot easier on Adrian, because this is just because he was being all dark and brooding. Now, however, here's a video that unfortunately creates this misconception.
He's protecting the legacy of 3 literal criminals. Gabriel may be dead, but Natalie and Kagami's mother are still very much alive and complicit in everything he did. And let's be so for real, this decision is absolutely going to destroy.
Okay, I just want to say real quick. Okay, I'm gonna do a video on Natalie. Now, as for the last one she mentioned, that was Kagami's mom, so she's a whole nother ballpark. But now in her case, yeah, she's pretty much on the bad end. But as for I'm just gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video on Natalie too later on, but I'm just gonna say it for later. Just want to point that out.
Hiding the truth about Gabriel will come back to haunt her in the worst possible way. I'll stand by that no matter what. When she chose not to tell Adrian who his father really was, this wasn't compassion, it was betrayal. People love to defend it with, she's just honoring a dying man's last wish. Sorry, no. That's not respect, that's manipulation. Gabriel's final act was still about controlling Adrian.
Okay, first of all, I just want to point this out. Gabriel did what he did because he wanted to save his wife. That was the whole point of this part in season 5. Now she's just trying to turn it into just being about Adrian, controlling Adrian, when really it was about bringing his wife back. What the fuck is she talking about?
Controlling the narrative and dying without ever facing what he truly was, a terrible father, a terrible friend, and an overall...
Didn't I just show didn't I just show you the video, the other video, the moments where he's trying to like do better with Adrian? Didn't I? Oh my god.
awful human being.
Okay, now she's going too damn far. Now she's taking it too far. Like I already said, Gabriel's only goal was to bring his wife back. Now she's turning the narrative into something that isn't even focusing on what the whole point of the story was. His whole purpose is to bring his wife back. Now she's just making it be about, oh, he just want to control Adrian for the fun of it or something. Oh, now he's just a bad human being. Like, okay, first of all, that's not true. Like I said, Gabriel is an anti-villain because at the end of the day, see, and this is just what I'm talking about. Lila. Now, if you were talking about Lila, yeah, her goals are bad, and everything that she's playing to is bad. But Gabriel just wanted to save his wife. That's literally, I mean, like I said, yes, he went through some extreme methods, but at the end of the day, it's like his goal was good because, I mean, if someone has a suggestion, hey, I have a better idea, he'll be open to it because he's not doing it because he enjoys it. He's doing it because he thinks it's necessary to bring his wife back. That's all. Oh, boy.
This nigga is trash.
If the truth came out that Gabriel Agreste was Monarch, the public outrage would be catastrophic. The hate, the confusion, the fear, all of it would turn straight towards Adrian. He would be interrogated by the police, hounded by the media, judged by classmates and strangers alike. People would ask him, you lived with Monarch all this time and had no idea? How could you not know? He'd be isolated, condemned for sins that weren't his. Marinette likely saw all those outcomes, 100 different versions of that pain, and chose silence. But that's where things get a little complicated, because while her intentions might have been protective, her actions painted her as the villain. Declaring Gabriel a hero wasn't just a lie, it was a betrayal of trust. The citizens of
She did that because she saw that Gabriel was trying to save his wife. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with her? Did she not watch the show? Oh my god.
believe in Ladybug. They trust her to fight for them, to protect them from evil, and yet she used that trust to cover up the crimes of the man who terrorized them for who knows how long. I know. People are gonna say, well, that's Adrian's father. Yeah, but he was also a domestic terrorist. He manipulated emotions, weaponized grief, and traumatized over hundreds of innocent people.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say this because I did watch the show, especially when his end in season 5. He has not caused that kind of destruction. I mean, like I said again, I've already said this shit before. He literally caused a little bit of chaos, but like I said, okay, how can I put this? He caused a little bit of a ruckus to bring the attention to, of course, Ladybug and Cat Noir, but it's just to get the Miraculous. And here's another thing: he's not even trying to kill them. He's just literally trying to get the Miraculous, and that's it. That's literally it. He's not trying to go any further than that. So now you're just trying to turn Gabriel into some sort of where does she use domestic terror? Is that even a thing? Domestic terrorism? No, but like I said, it's like she's not. I don't know. Like I already said, Gabriel main goal is to save his wife, and that's it. Oh my god. And again, like I said, there's been moments where, like I already mentioned before, he, like I said, his main priority is to make that happen, but it's just he's willing to do anything to make it happen. That's all. So I mean, now you're just trying to paint Gabriel as just some bad terrorist, and that's literally all he is. Okay.
Just because Ladybug could reset the physical damage doesn't mean it erased the emotional scars. Imagine being one of those victims.
Okay. Okay, so going by her logic, because here's the thing, Marianne's friend Ali has been traumatized by him, and as the show, as long as I've watched the show, Alia seems just fine. And oh, and another thing, she hasn't changed as a character, so I don't know where she's getting this shit from. I don't know why she's turning this into a theatric shit. Because, like I said, in the show, all I can say is on Gabriel's part is that, like I said, yes, he caused that shit to happen. That's to bring Ladybug and Counter. I'm gonna repeat myself. Ladybug and Counter out, and then, like I said, yes, he akumatized people. Hell, he even akumatized himself. Oh my god. I mean, like I said, and then not only that, considering he's done it to himself and everyone else, yeah, they don't seem like they're emotionally damaged or mentally damaged. So, and the fact we don't have any implication from the show, I don't know where she's getting that shit from.
Waking up after being akumatized, remembering what you did, what you said, how you felt, and then hearing Ladybug stand before you and calling this man a hero.
Hurt and traumatized, disgusted.
What bothers me most is how easily people dismiss the public's right to the truth. Yes, Adrian is a victim, but so is everyone else.
I mean, like I said, like I said, Gabriel, I swear, she act like gay. You know, I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't know any better, I would say she act like Gabriel committed genocide. If this was a genocidal thing, I wouldn't even be making this video. But this isn't even genocidal. You have people who defend Thanos. You have people who try to defend Bubblegum. Now we're in this video, here I'm making this video, and now she's acting like Gabriel did 10 times worse than that. I'm like, no, he did not. Like I said, he ties himself. And then, you know, like I said, the conversation works emotion, but like I said, they don't have a because if that was the case, then the show would have took a lot darker turn. But that's clearly not the case. Oh boy, I don't like where this video's going.
People of Paris deserve honesty after everything they endured. They deserve not to be deceived into glorifying the very man who made their lives hell. Another issue that I have with Miraculous Ladybug, they need to stop babying Adrian. Seriously. He is not a fragile doll.
I mean, this is Alia when she was akumatized. And this is her after. Does she look traumatized to you? As a matter of fact, I mean, I would want to put examples, but then this video would be a lot longer than it needs to be. But point is, especially how many seasons there is, Alia even after being akumatized, I don't recall her going like, "Oh, Marionette, oh my God, at a time when I wasn't myself." Like, there's no episode where she like dwells on that. As a matter of fact, there is no other episode where anyone else dwells on that. So what she's saying, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Being left out or not being trusted. Now he's grieving a version of his father that never truly existed.
Oh my God, this video, I'm definitely gonna make part two for this. But no, again, like I already showed you earlier with the other vid, like I said, Gabriel, he did care about Adrian. It's just that unfortunately, he had moments where he is trying to do a goal and then he's just so willing to do whatever it takes to get to it that sometimes he rentals his son into it and then he just doesn't even realize what kind of damage he's truly doing sometimes. And of course, by damage, I mean like, you know, father and son type of relationship damage. But overall, he did care about Adrian. That, because to say he didn't, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. I'm just saying.
You try to keep us from loving each other?
I'm sure he loved you in his own way.
Flashback.
Okay, again, like I said, oh my God. Like I said, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what kind of situation? Like I said, this is kind of shit I'm talking about. I'm going to stop the video at this point, but yeah, this is kind of shit I'm talking about where I'm like, didn't I just show that other clip? Those are the, oh my God, I might as well just